Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. Jacob Letman here. Before we get going with today's video, I want to help save you guys money on what is one of all of our biggest expenses as rideshare drivers. Fuel, right? Costs us thousands of dollars each year fueling up our vehicles, and now you can save money. All you have to do, go to the video description below. There's a link there for the Get Upside app. You're going to click that, download the app on your phone, and then you go fill up. You're going to save 15 cents per gallon. You'll continue to save on all of your fuel fill-ups nationwide. You can't do it retroactively though, right? Once you download the app, you can't go back and use our promo. You have to download the app using our link in the video description below. So go, video description below, click it, download the app, save money on all of your fuel fill-ups. All right, let's get on to the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. I'm Jacob Letman. Thanks for being here on the channel. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go ahead and do that right now. Click it. Feel free to share our videos with anybody that you think might find our topics relevant. All right, that's all I got to say on that. Hey, big news going on right now that directly affects a lot of rideshare drivers, and that is unemployment insurance benefits. And what the heck is going on? Where do things stand? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't everybody like to know? No, here, I'm going to give you kind of a breakdown. I know it can be kind of confusing. I've been watching this whole situation unfold like a hawk, and unfortunately, I don't have anything positive to report on, but it's good to know all the deets. And so let's get right on into it. So as you know, right, if you are an independent contractor, a gig worker, rideshare driver, self-employed person, and your income was wiped out due to the pandemic, hopefully you were able to secure pandemic unemployment assistance, which is the unemployment insurance benefits for self-employed people. And the deal with that is, depending on when you started to lose work, right, you could backdate getting assistance, I believe back to February. Anyway, most states, that goes for 26 weeks unemployment insurance benefits. But at the end of March, what happened was there was a bill passed by the federal government, which gave, it was how much? Forgot my numbers. Trillions of dollars into the economy, basically, which included stimulus checks, $1,200 stimulus checks, which hopefully a lot of you got those. And it also expanded unemployment insurance benefits to include pandemic unemployment assistance, and it extended unemployment insurance benefits by 13 weeks. So I think all but 8 states, so 42 of 50 states, I think, have 26 weeks of unemployment insurance benefits. And then, again, it extended the bill that was passed, extended that by 13 weeks. So 39 weeks of unemployment benefits that you can get if you qualify. So that passed at the end of March. And then they sent out a lot of backdated checks for people that finally were able to get. It took me until mid-May, third week of May, in order to start receiving my benefits. Anyway, so along with that, there was an additional $600 weekly stipend that was to go from the beginning of April through the end of July. Now we're at the end of July, and actually it went through July 25th. So no one will be receiving an additional $600 a week payment anymore. It's done. That's over. So here's kind of the situation. The Democrats put forth a bill that they wanted essentially an extra $3 trillion for relief, and that's all across the board, right? That's for schools, for states, stimulus checks. It covers a lot of things, and it included extending the $600 a week stipend through the end of December. However, the Republicans, it did pass in the House. So the way it works is there's a bill created, goes to the House. If it passes in the House, then it goes to the Senate. If it passes in the Senate, then it goes to President's desk, and he signs it into law. So that's kind of the way that it works. So the Democrats' bill, which was, again, for $3 trillion, that was shut down in the Senate. I believe it passed the House, shut down in the Senate. Now, the Republicans had a turn to create a bill, and theirs was more modest at $1 trillion. And what they wanted to do was basically what they say is the additional $600 a week is incentivizing people to stay home rather than go back to work, which is true in some instances. However, what they fail to mention is this. If you work at a traditional job and you're on unemployment insurance benefits, and this is all going on, right? And then let's say you work at a restaurant. A restaurant opens back up. They say, hey, we're back open and your job is here. And you cannot say, no thanks, I'm going to stay on unemployment. You don't have that option. You either take your job, you go back, or you lose unemployment insurance benefits. How do they monitor that? Your restaurant says to state unemployment office, hey, we offered them their job, they declined. State unemployment insurance benefit office says, hey, guess what? Your job was offered, you didn't take it, you're cut off. So, it only works in some instances, and I will say, if you're a gig worker, self-employed, rideshare driver, you do have more power with that because they don't have a way of monitoring that, basically. So, smaller percentage of people than they make it out to be that are really de-incentivized to go back to work. Also, there's a lot of businesses that have gotten PPP loans, Paycheck Protection Program loans, and they have to use those to pay the workers. They have to pay people on payroll. So they have to offer the jobs back. That's what okay. Anyway, all of that aside, where was I going with this? So the Republicans' $1 trillion bill that they put forth, and they wanted to slash unemployment insurance benefits, that $600 weekly stipend. They wanted to cut it down to $200, and then they want, and I gotta laugh because this is kind of crazy. And then they wanted to go through and figure out 70% of every single worker's income and pay that out. So, right, they would pay, so it depends on what you're making in your state, but the federal government would pay whatever they needed to make up the balance so that you were receiving 70% of your income before this all happened. Now, what's bullshit about that, excuse my language, is that this is not our fault. This isn't your fault. This isn't my fault. This is none of our faults for what happened. And I'd still be working if I could be working. I can't work because my state is shut down and I don't have any jobs I had several different income streams and they're all kind of cut. So, it's not my fault. It's not my fault at all. So I feel strongly that anyone receiving these benefits that are in a situation where they can't go back to work, where there's not a job to go back to work, and those numbers are very high nationwide, by the way, they should be receiving at least, they should be receiving 100% of what they're missing out on. Why would you not be? Nobody can answer me why that's not a good reason. So, anyway, that's just politics. But the deal is this. The Democrats said, you have got to be joking us. We're not going to get on board with that. And basically this whole week, so what's the date? We're at the end of, earlier this week. This is the end of July, Monday. I don't know. I forget the date. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can figure it out. Today is the 30th. Like the 27th, I think, the Republicans unveiled their bill. Now, Congress is only in session for so long, I think until August 7th. So they have that amount of time to negotiate a bill that they can push to the House for voting on, and then they go on recess, which is basically vacation. They go on vacation, and they're like, oh, well, we can't get it figured out. So as of now, headed into the weekend, they're basically like this. The Republicans are like, nope, Democrats want too much money for relief for the country, and the Democrats are like, you're not giving enough to people, and there's a lot of finger pointing and name calling, and there's no negotiating that's being done very well at this point. So, as of now, the $600 a weekly stipend will be running out. There is really no new potential bill coming up. I was reading a Forbes article, and one of their senior economists, yeah, oh boy, sorry, long day, long life, it's been a long life. It's my birthday, August 2nd, by the way. Anyway, he said that he imagines eventually they'll come to an agreement in the middle. And what you have to remember is this is not just about unemployment insurance benefits. That's one small factor in the whole bill, which covers the entire nation, which covers all of the money that'll be given out. So they have a lot of things to negotiate, but unemployment insurance benefits affect a lot of people, and that is a huge sticking point on that bill. So we will see what happens. As of now, nothing. But I'll keep you guys updated. So basically, if you're on unemployment insurance benefits, pandemic unemployment assistance, expect to see your state amount from here on out until they pass a bill. So no additional federal help as of right now. All right, that was a lot of information. Hopefully you guys stuck with me on that. Let's keep our fingers crossed that they get something figured out, and so the American people, you and I, can still get the assistance that we need until we can get back to working. All right, that's what I got for you guys. I'm Jacob Letman. This is a Rideshare Hub. Till the next time, you guys, stay safe out there.